Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans across the globe. I am WXFan21. I told you I'd be back at 7:30, and here I am. I am joined by the one, the only, Sunwoo Farmer, the Great, the Third, the Fantastic, the Awesome. This is game number one between dataplet and Anfunny. I will give you both. I'll give all of you a little bit of a background into these two. Anfunny, the number 31 seed. dataplet, the number 34 seed. This one is going to be a ton of fun. Here's how the picks and bans went. Anfunny has the highest seed, elected to pick first. He vetoed Double Suit. Then dataplet vetoed Gravity 9+1. Anfunny has elected for Metroid's objectives with No Mother Brain 2. Let's get this started! Oh, and the scene was so nice! It put them into map room! How nice of them! Oh, hello! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 majors. Mission Impossible major. We get pre-wave room major. A lot of fun majors. Let's get this started. Anfunny got Varia suit. There's our free energy tank. All right, we got a save for the funny man. All right, now the racer's kind of stuck. They can't really get to some of these other majors. They need to get some minors. This is probably Supers into Morph Ball. But the problem is, even if you can get that Mission Impossible major, you don't have a way to get out right now. You don't have any kind of explosive. So where do you go from here? It's going to be interesting. With that major out of the way with, we're going to see what else this seed has in store for us. That's our Morph Ball. That's going to allow us to get to Mission Impossible. But again, we have no explosives to get out. We can, if we really wanted to, get back to Big Pink to get the other major that you can get to the Super Door. What's up, Fifi? Glad you're here. Okay, so this is the upper right of landing site normally. You're going to get some missiles up here. Anfunny is just tanking damage because he thinks he's that good, in his own mind anyway. If I Riz Anfunny chat, you all have to understand why. I'm friends with this guy. I can give him a little bit of, you know, the crap. Nah, I kid. This is going to be a fun race. Dataplet's somebody that's been getting involved in Map Rando. We've seen in a lot of Twitch chats. So this is going to be a ton of fun. So Dataplet's making the play to go all the way back to Big Pink, which is what I would have done. Anfunny went out of his way to get some missiles. Again, will those missiles come in handy? So Dataplet's going to do what I thought the seat's telling us to do, and that's head this way. Again, this is Metroids. We already found Varia. There's our bombs. Makes sense. That now allows us to get to Mission Impossible. Here's another major for Dataplet. It's Craig's Closet. Ooh, both suits early. Dataplet's found the pancakes. So this is interesting. Dataplet's leaving Mission Impossible, and so is Anfunny. Dataplet and Anfunny heading down toilet in to Norfair. Best music in the game, by the way. Get them dino dances in Twitch chat. Ooh, Red Tower. Can't get through there. Locked by PBs. And don't mind me. Can't get to Mission Impossible because you don't have PBs. Don't mind me, chat. So, in this mode, the bosses have been replaced with Metroids as objectives. So this is game mode Metroids. For the objectives, you need to defeat all the Metroids in the 4 Metroid rooms, and Mother Brain 1, there is no Mother Brain 2. The timer, escape timer is going to start at the end of defeating Mother Brain 1. Also, I asked this in the last game, because I was on for the 6 p.m. race. For those of you eating dinner, what did you all have? Well, what are you going to have, rather? I got myself some burger and milkshakes and fries from Five Guys. We had a bunch of stuff. We had a beef stroganoff. We had a bunch of chili corn dog last one. Got a curry pizza. Ooh, shrimp fried rice sounds good, too. Yes, Fifi, there you go. Cash the over. You're welcome. There's an over-under. Just set the over-under when I'm on commentary at a half. For being able to talk about food with the over at -1,000. Egg whites and some ground beef. Nice. Dragon rice. No, 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 no Dragon rice. Now, speaking of the Metroid rooms, it doesn't mean that there is an impossibility that the bosses, even though they're not objectives, block progression. In terms of getting to where you need to be. Dataplet and Anfunny now with the screw attack to get through the Three Musketeers. Anfunny has caught up based on movement alone. These racers here are neck and neck. Still no PBs. Oh, this has been a terrible run of rooms here. Three Musketeers, worst room in the game. Yikes. Now we find another room here, a little drop down with the fumes. Diffuse. Oh, another terrible Norfair room. They're just getting them all in one shot. Welcome to Crumble Shaft. There's PBs. Oh, Spazer! Any Spazer fans in chat? Spazer, babe. If you all are saying Spazer's best beam, I will end this stream right now. I'm kidding. Plasma beam, best beam. This Norfair map is terrible. Plasma beam, best beam. Quick Draw coming in here with the Metroid Fusion reference. This map is terrible. Hey, Toaster. I don't know if I think it's kind of interesting that this Norfair map is worse than the one you guys just had in that seat. This is brutal. This isn't just one long play for Fantoon. This is an annoying map, but a lot of big rooms all over the place. Toaster says Norfair just wants to be extra spicy these days. Well, it is. The heated one. Oh! Wait a minute. No. Is Golden Chorizo okay? Oh my goodness, Golden Chorizo is not locking GT. Okay, okay. Dad, calm down. It's not locking it. Sunwoo is currently yelling in my ear for them to go back and fight Golden Chorizo because he wants to see a GT fight. Nah, I'm kidding. Again, I'm WXFan21, Sunwoo Farmer on tracking. The Woo, Dataplet, Anfunny, aka the Funny Man. Anthony's gonna have to IBJ up here. Oh my goodness, Dataplet's doing a thing! He's doing a thing. He's gonna go and fight Golden Chorizo. Will this GT fight pay off for Dataplet? He's committed to it. He's stuck here. He's hanging out. He's having a grand old time with his friend Golden Chorizo. I'm just kidding. Anfunny is hanging out and going the wrong way. Anfunny! What are you doing? Oh, hi, Craig. Dataplet's defeated GT. And is not gonna get a major for his troubles. We'll get some more PBs, though, and it is an energy tank across the way. And Kraid DLC. DLC for Kraid. Good finish for the Funny Man. You are rewarded with nothing! The Funny Pants is not happy about that. So here's the thing. Anthony can go, and that's exactly what he's doing. I understand this IBJ is terrible, but he doesn't have a choice right now. He's gonna have to do a very, very tough IBJ. And just a missiles. Over at Sports Spawn Supers. Okay, I can officially say it. Toaster, you here? This Norfair map is way worse than what you and Barry just had on yours last scene. This is absolutely horrible. This is one of the worst maps I've seen in Map Rando commentating this game. It's outrageous! Sorry about that, folks. I thought I muted the game. Oh, hi, Mother Brain. Into the bat room for the funny man. Anfunny's had enough of trying to jump. He's gonna make with the IBJ on the way up the Tower of the Bubbles. Finally, we get the map. Oh, hello! One Metroid room, major, another major at Fireflies. Look at this terrible map. Doesn't it just want to make you play some Map Rando? And or get a root canal. I'm kidding. No one wants a root canal. Anfunny out here gathering up all the Metroids. Is going to use the power bomb tactic to destroy them. So, Sunwoo, here's what we're gonna do. Because we don't have an objective, for every Metroid room the racers get, let's go KPDR and mark off the objectives that way. Please. Anfunny's face is so zoomed in on his camera. Oh, there's the spacey jump. You just see how focused he is. Look at his eyes. He's so incredibly focused. His head whips over to the other screen. No? Okay. I jump for dataplet. Anfunny gets the space jump gimmick. That high jump for dataplet is going to come in handy. Thanks, Fifi. Anthony's not going to get his high jump. Dataplet's going to get his space jump. Okay, we have another Metroid room with the top. That's Metroid Room 2. Pretty big. Hey, Zach. I know that was meant to be the Oprah line, but I don't know why I immediately had the old McDonald's song when I read that. You're welcome. Ooh, hello, Speed Booster. Still only one beam found. That's Spazer Beam. All the other main majors, except for Spring Ball, have been found. And of course, still looking for Grapple and X-Ray. Not a lot of miners so far in this seed, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, back to the good music. If anybody needs Sunwoo and I, we're just gonna be out here dancing in our chairs. Don't mind us. I'm just kidding, but this was the great music here. Dataplet's found his way into Criteria. I don't know if Dataplet is... I can't tell if this is a good strategy or not. Dataplet... I don't know if he ever came across the Metroid Room 2 in Northeast Norfair. But he's made his way into Criteria. Maybe he's saving that for last because he knows Mother Brain's in Norfair. So that's kind of crazy. Alright, Anthony is almost done with Metroid Room 2 and is done. But again, is this going to pay off for him? Dataplet's already made his way all the way into Criteria. Who's gonna win the WWE Championship? Find out after this commercial break! No, I'm kidding. Nice majors, though. We got a single chamber, we got screw attack major. This map is wild! Folks, let's show Sunwoo Farmer some love in the Twitch chat. Doing an outstanding job tracking, as always. This man, former SM Rat champion, Anfunny, an SM Rat champion. If you're unfamiliar with SM Rat, that is over on Speedrunners Arena. And now Dataplet's found his way into Brinstar. Is this too much of an oversight on Dataplet's part? Not going to get those other majors. Here's the Brinstar map. Well, there's another. It's Metroid Room 1. And there's another major off as well. That Metroid Room is so far out of the way. That's either Coliseum or East Ocean. Man, that's tough. So Anfunny has made his way into Criteria. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in to this game here between Dataplet and Anfunny. This is game number 1 of their best of 3 series, but this is their only game they're playing tonight. Coming up at the top of the hour at 9 p.m. Eastern is your main event today for all the Map Rando games. It is Gameaholic versus Cruel Beans, best of 3. Spiffy Thomas and I got you covered on commentary. Sunwoo got you covered on tracking. We've also got another race going on SpeedGaming 3. That is none other than Jay Misha versus Crazed Gamer. Happening on SpeedGaming 3, back-to-back-to-back games as well. So their best of 3s going on. And ends get you on tracking for games 1 and 2. Edible Toaster versus Berry was played earlier on today, 6 p.m. Eastern. Was a great race. You need to go back and watch it. Highly encourage. Anfunny now finding his way into Brinstar. Dataplet out in the lead based on information. Anfunny is ahead on Metroid rooms. Will that make a difference? And dataplet is done with Metroid Room 1. That's 2 Metroid rooms down. Look at Sunwoo over here getting all creative. What a guy. Checks off Dragon as the 3rd Metroid room being found. Can we give Sunwoo some hype in the chat? This guy over here creating his own rules, doing what he wants. Great idea, Sunwoo. There you go. Sunwoo getting some love from the people. Ooh, this is interesting. Anfunny and Tatorian, and the map is right here at Aqueduct. This is fun. Which means Fantoon's in the wreck ship. Okay, there's Metroid Room 4 in Torian. Yatata, yatati, Metroid Room 4 over in Torian. So now, dataplet trying to figure out where to go, and you know where he was eyeing. He was eyeing that Meridian door. Brad, that is factually correct. We are marking off the Metroid rooms as the Big Four. Or the G4, rather. And if you're wondering why we're doing that, because this is very different, we've only ever had the objectives set as the G4 bosses, but one of the modes being Metroid's objectives, we don't have another tracker for that. So what we're doing is the good old-fashioned KPDR. So Metroid Room 1 was Kraid, 2 was Fantoon, 3 was Dragon, and 4 was Ridley. Basically, we're doing it based off of when we saw the Metroid rooms. Like, we saw Metroid Room 3 first. Well, for this race, until we can get another idea going, we marked off Kraid. Anfunny went to get the 2nd Metroid room found. We marked off Fantoon. dataplet still has to get that 2nd Metroid room, but he got the one in Brinstar. Dragon marked off, and because Anfunny just got the last Metroid room found in Torian, Ridley's marked off. Well, hopefully that kind of makes some sense. I'll get with the admins and see if we want to do something different, like maybe go Metroid rooms 1, 2, 3, and 4 as Kraid, Fantoon, Dragon, Ridley. But either way, it's more just a really nice visual for you fine folks over at SpeedGaming while watching this amazing race. Okay, not to be confused with the actual amazing race, which is what I was watching earlier today. I gotta watch episode 3. Episode 4 comes out tonight. Make sure you give these racers a follow, by the way. Exclamation point R on the Twitch chat. Give them a follow. Exclamation point C if you want to follow the commentary and tracking teams. Do all categories for this tournament have to kill Mother Brain? Yes. However, this category only has to kill Mother Brain 1. Everyone else has to be Mother Brain 1 and 2. Jay Meisher, we're being told, won game number 1 of their best of 3 series. Nicely done. So Fantoon is over here in Meridia, which we know is a dead end. Fantoon was not in the wreck ship. Anfunny hanging out with Botwoon, saying hello to the sea snake. Or sea snake, rather. And now dataplet has found his way into West Ocean. And a save. And now sit back, relax, and enjoy the dulcet tones of West Meridia. And there's Fantoon. No, this seed has not been kind at all. This seed has been terrible. Random meme, do you remember how bad the Northfield was for that 6 p.m. Eastern Time race? This has been worse. And by worse, that's understating it. It was much worse. So Anfunny's now headed into Brinstar. He has the right idea. He has the map. He needs to go and get the last Metroid room 1, and then get over to Mother Brain. And he sees it. He's locked in. He's so focused. He's getting closer and closer to the screen. Soon, he will become one with the screen. Okay, no, I'm totally kidding. If you ever watched any kind of Counter-Strike, Rop's notorious for being, like, in his monitor. Anfunny is in the lead, yes. 3 Metroid rooms down to 1, and dataplet is going to get the information that there are no Metroids here in Meridia. Anfunny at some point has found charge as well. Yep, and that's a tiny Meridia, all things considered. And here we go. Anfunny has made his way in to Metroid Room 1. This is the final room for him. He's giving the Metroids hugs, folks. Isn't that so nice of Anfunny? And that's it. All the Metroid rooms are done. All he has to do is go kick Mother Brain's... I was going to say butt, but Mother Brain 1 doesn't have a butt. Go kick Mother Brain's face in? Eyeball in? Go blow up Mother Brain! Make with the pew-pews and the missiles and... stuff. Just go beat up Mother Brain. I joked with Spiffy Thomas earlier in his Discord, not Discord, his Twitch channel. I'm like, do you think SpeedGaming is gonna fire me after tonight? He goes, why? I said, 6 hours of Metroid commentary. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't love it, folks. I love it. Let's get as many games restreamed on this tournament as possible. Oh, I don't want pity. I love commentating. I want to be a professional broadcaster. Dataplet is looking for Tori, and now he sees it. Second favorite, Fifi? Or the one I commentated with Eddie? Was that the Oats best of 3 I think we were commentating? Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Fifi. Yeah, that one was nuts. That was so much fun. I love commentating with Eddie. He's such a great guy. Can we show Eddie some love in the Twitch chat too, please? I know he's streaming right now, but Eddie, Nevdi, and Aussie, show them some love in the Twitch chat. They're your tournament admins for the second ever Super Metroid Map Randomizer tournament. Can Zeb defend his title? We'll find that out later on. Zeb has the number 5 seed, I believe, in this tournament. This is giving Dataplet an opportunity to catch up. Anfunny grabbed an extra energy tank on the way out to Mother Brain. I mean, don't tempt Darg. Again, we still have a whole best of 3 to go tonight. That one's gonna be a banger. Gameaholic and Cruel Beans, 2 players, 2 friends that compete in multi-world action. That's gonna be a fun one. But more about them later. Right now, more about Anfunny blowing up these Zebatites. I commentate for European tournaments, I understand. How do you think I feel when games are going off at 5:30 a.m. my time? I get it. We love all of our friends all around the world. Listen, I'd love to. I've thought about moving to Denmark to go work for Blast. I've thought about it. Very short timer here. It's because right below Mother Brain was the criteria door. And Anfunny is back at the ship. Will he make it? There's only 20 seconds left. Is he gonna find the ship? He gets it. Anfunny defeats Dataplet in the first game of their best of 3. GG's to the racers. We'll get them in here for a little post-game interview. And then at the top of the hour, Gameaholic versus Cruel Beans, best of 3, back-to-back-to-back games. Spiffy the Hair Thomas and myself are going to be back on commentary for that. And then Sunwoo Farmer will be handling the tracking for those 3 games as well. There's our winner. What's up, Anfunny? GG's.
Hey, how's it going, WX? Thanks for
Good. Listen, GG's. What a race. So it's going to be just you, no dataplet interview. So let's talk about this seed. Because that was the worst looking Norfair map I've ever seen commentating this game.
I know, it was so bad. Like when I saw that GT, I was like, oh man. And then I knew that that croc exit escape room, I was like, that's a one-way, so if like I have to go out from GT, that's going to be a heck of a fight with 15 supers and not that much energy. I'd have to like farm up all the supers and it'd take a really long time, and then I ended up fighting Kraid. I was like, wait a minute, that just connects to the other room, and yeah, that was pretty nuts.
That's a good way of looking at it. So after you got through that Norfair piece, the front was pretty straightforward. Power bombs definitely unlocked a lot. What brought you to Torian first over Meridia?
I think it was just the fact that I had those backup saves. I was like, well, if I got this Brinstar save and I got that Criteria save, and Torian's generally smaller, so I was like, well, that's going to be less to search. And it ended up, map was pretty close, and it ended up having what I needed there. And I knew I was just looking for one more Metroid room at that point. So I think I really I routed that really, really well there. But yeah,
very good.
But yeah, Meridia was kind of far away too, and yeah, just having those pivot saves made me feel like, okay, I'll do Torian first.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense to me. We did see Dataplet head to Meridia first, and then Torian.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. But nevertheless, it was still a really good race. And now, you're on to game number 2 tomorrow. You think you can close this out in 2 games, or do you think Dataplet's going to come back and reverse sweep you?
I mean, I haven't seen him play, so it's hard to tell, but I mean...
He played very well.
Yeah, I mean, Map Rando's Map Rando, and it can throw all sorts of curveballs at you. You pick the wrong 50-50, and it ends up losing it for you, so... it is my pick next round, though, so I'm hoping my choice is going to help me out a little bit in that regard.
Yes, yes, yes. So that is going to be fun. You pick next. Metroid objective was Dataplets. Going to be interesting. 2 modes left, or no objectives, and Varia plus movement.
Yeah, I'd say what I was going to do, but I don't think I want to give away the secret, so...
You got it. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Dataplet versus Anfunny, Game 2. Anfunny, you have the floor.
All right, well, thanks for Sunwoo for tracking, and WX for doing his comms on just about all my races. And, thanks for Eddie and Aussie putting this together, and all, SpeedGaming people as well.
I like it. All right. Well, Anfunny, Dataplet, thank you both. GG's to you both. Thank you, Sunwoo Farmer, for being awesome and amazing as you always are. Great job tracking. I'm WXFan21. I'll see you guys in about a half hour at the top of the hour. Your main event tonight, Gameaholic versus Cruel Beans, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Speed Gaming 2. Head over to Speed Gaming 3 and enjoy the rest of the best of 3 happening between Jay Meisher and Crazed Gamer. We'll see you next mission.